Hi everyone, how are you? This is my first video related to subject biology, and in this video I have started human reproduction chapter 3 NCERT. This is important topic and it will be very helpful for class 12th or even competitive exams like NEET. Now today we are discussing most important topic, human reproduction. As you know, humans are sexually reproducing and viviparous. The reproductive events in human includes formation of gametes, that is process is known as gametogenesis, sperms in male and ovum in female, transfer of sperms into the female genital tract, and that process is known as insemination, and fusion of male and female gametes, that process is known as fertilization, and that forms zygote. Now zygote further undergoes cleavage to form blastocyst, and these blastocysts are attached to the uterine wall, and this process is known as implantation. Further embryonic development and later on delivery of the baby takes place, and that the process is known as parturition. Let us examine the male reproductive system. The male reproductive system is located in the pelvis region. It includes a pair of testes, accessory ducts, accessory glands, and external genitalia. External genitalia. Accessory ducts includes reed testis, vas efferentia, epididymis, vas deferens, external genitalia, penis. Now let us start with testes. Testes are situated outside the abdominal cavity within a pouch-like structure. That structure is known as scrotum. Scrotum helps in maintaining the low temperature of the testis, that is 2 to 2.5 degrees Celsius lower than the normal internal body temperature, which is necessary for spermatogenesis. In adult, each testis is oval in shape with a length of about 4 to 5 centimeter and width 2 to 3 centimeter. The testis is covered by a dense covering capsule called tunica albuginea. Each testis has 250 compartments, and these compartments are known as testicular lobules. Each lobules contain 1 to 3 highly coiled seminiferous tubules in which sperms are produced. Each seminiferous tubule is lined on its inside by two types of cells called male germ cells and Sertoli cells. The male germ cells undergo meiotic division, finally leading to sperm formation, while Sertoli cells provide nutrition to the germ cells. The region outside the seminiferous tubules, called interstitial space, contain small blood vessels, and interstitial cells are also known as Leydig cell. Leydig cells synthesize and secrete testicular hormones called androgens. Other immunologically contained cells are also present. Now let us accessory ducts. The male sex accessory duct includes reed testis, vas efferentia, epididymis, and vas deferens. The seminiferous tubules of the testis open into the vas efferentia through reed testis. The vas efferentia leave the testis and open into the epididymis located along the posterior surface of each testis. The epididymis leads to vas deferens that ascend to the abdomen and loops over the urinary bladder. It receives duct from seminal vesicle and opens into urethra as the ejaculatory duct. These ducts store and transport the sperms from the testis to the outside through urethra. The urethra originates from the urinary bladder and extends through the penis to its external opening called urethral meatus. Now, external genitalia. The penis is the male external genitalia. It is made up of special tissue that help in erection of the penis to facilitate insemination. The enlarged end of penis, called the glans penis, is covered by a loose fold of skin called foreskin. Now let us accessory glands. The accessory glands include paired seminal vesicle, prostate glands, and paired bulbourethral glands. Secretion of these glands constitutes the seminal plasma, which is rich in fructose, calcium, and certain enzymes. The secretion of bulbourethral glands are also help in the lubrication of penis. And that is the end of male reproductive system. In the next video, we have discussed female reproductive system. Thank you.